Yeah, okay. We've got an ambo transfer coming in from Beecham's private. Suspected PE. ETA 10 minutes.
You want me to take it?
No, I'll be okay with that. You could attend the lab meeting.
Meaning what? You're instructing me to be there?
Meaning I'm giving you the option.
Why? You're in charge, Craig. You call the shots. We all know that.
I prefer to think of us as a team who can work together amicably.
Please.
Unresolved lust. Don't you love it?
My next patient?
Here, take mine. I'm taking a half day.
What?
I don't feel well. I'm assuming that's one of my team options.
Okay, you okay with that?
Of course, but look, seriously?
What? Just don't worry about it.
It's just that the nurses have been talking, that's all.
Stuff them, okay? It's no one's business.
Except like what you said. We're supposed to be a team and it kind of starts at the top.
So you went straight from nursing school to ED?
Yeah, it was a new initiative by the previous nursing manager.
It's a bit hard on you, being thrown in the deep end.
Yep.
It's no wonder you had a few mishaps.
I've been doing really well since my stint on the wards. What happened today with the baby was just...
You mislaid your stethoscope. Who hasn't?
As soon as his mum came back, I went and found it. I just didn't want to leave Bubs by himself. Everything okay here?
Tanya's on her break, spending it with me. You know, she's quite the oracle when it comes to shops and restaurants.
Is that so?
Need cheese and a latte, I'm your girl.
And naturally, I couldn't resist grilling her on where she's at with the nursing practice. That's my job.
Anything I should know?
Not so far.
Okay. Annual leave forms have run out.
I so thought you were going to drop me in it.
That's how you see consultation over your mistakes, dropping you in it.
Yeah.
Well, I see it as part of the education process. This is how I help staff reach their full potential.
True. So you're not counting up the black marks till you have enough to kick me out?
Oh, that would be counterproductive. You'd just hide your ignorance.
No kidding.
Look, from now on, Tanya, if you're in doubt or you make a mistake, I want you to come to me. I want to know all about it.
Cool. I just hope you don't get sick of the sight of me.
I was just thinking about you.
Sam, you want to go for coffee?
I've just finished my break. But only technically.
Hey?
So I'm a few minutes late back. Who's going to notice?
Brenda, I heard you were joining us. How's it going?
Still finding my way. Just ducking out for a sneaky fag.
Amber Bay, turn right. There's a little alleyway.
Not my first, but between us, yeah?
You got it. She can so stay on.
Everything I say, she turns into a scrap. It's affecting ED. You have to have a word with her.
Me?
Well, you're her best friend. She'll listen to you.
I was, until I chose not to tell her about your proposal.
Oh, so she's dumping on you too.
I wish. All I'm getting at the moment is a big freeze.
Where does that woman get off?
Sarah's hurt, Craig. She feels like I betrayed her, like we both did.
I proposed to who here? The woman I live with. How is that betraying anyone?
Oh, give me a break.
What?
Don't play naive. You know how Sarah feels about you. You know you flirted with her. Through Andrew, through Hamish. Why did you do that?
It's just a bit of harmless fun. She always knew that.
She obviously didn't. Or she wouldn't have got completely trashed at your engagement. She was publicly humiliated, and now she has to live that down. I'm surprised she's still talking to you.
You've gone to so much trouble, Claire.
Oh, it's just all from Deli Nation at the mall.
Whatever, it's delish.
Thanks. Well, enjoy.
Where's your flatmate? Working?
Yeah.
Bex says she's a doctor.
Yes, he's a really good one.
She looked a bit dodgy the other morning.
Yeah, well, that was a mistake. Okay, honestly, if Sarah had known that Ron was still at school, she would have never brought him home.
Does she do that often? Get drunk and pick guys up?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes she doesn't even bother to get drunk. I mean, she'll just see a guy and go for it. He could be younger, older, already have a girlfriend. He could even be a drunken waster with a weird name like Maestro. I mean, I've seen all kinds.
That's awful, Claire.
Yeah, you should do something.
Like what? Try and stop her being so self-destructive.
And hurting other people, which she must.
You know, I seem to remember a Bible story, something about casting the first stone.
We're not saying that.
Well, when I'm perfect, I'll start dishing out advice, but until then, I'm just going to concentrate on being a true friend. So, who wants coffee?
thought you'd gone home.
I should be working. I feel terrible.
We're not talking sick terrible, are we?
No, there's nothing wrong with me.
You've been pretty knocked around lately.
And I set a dreadful example in there, letting my personal feelings run riot. I'll go back and help Craig when I've got my head together.
Hey, Craig's fine. He's called a locum.
Really?
And why give him the satisfaction of admitting you were wrong? It's not like his ego needs it.
You can say that again.
Hey, I'm going for a beer. Why don't you come with me?
No, I couldn't.
Promise I won't mention the C word.
No, it's not that.
Hey, just worried about ED. Call Alice, see how they're doing. I bet you it's all sweet.
Maybe I will. Depends how you define friendship, I suppose.
Well, it's about accepting someone as they are, warts and all.
But if they need help to clean
Well,
up...
Sarah's just going through a bad patch, and I'm not going to criticise her or tell her what to do. I've had enough of that thrown at me.
When?
Pick a year. Any year. I mean, when I was 14, I got expelled from boarding school for getting it on with the caretaker's son. But he was just so hot that I couldn't resist. And then my next school was like a prison. So I made sure that my brother paid royally for putting me there.
You stole from him?
Yeah. Any chance that I got, little bits of cash here and there, misuse of the educational credit card. And then he sent me to summer school in Spain. I totally aced this beach bikini contest, made myself a few pesetas, and one of the judges. Oh my god, the places that he took me.
What do you mean?
Do you really want to know, Simone?
Totally.
Well then, let me see.
And finally, Mr. Tan. He had a right hemicolectomy yesterday, has a nasogastric tube and an IV line, and is on 8-hourly antibiotics. Any questions? And just before you scoot off, I'm aware that there's been some unofficial swapping of shifts going on. That this might be right with Tony, but it's not with me, so it ends now. Right, that's it.
Don't mince words, Maya.
No, what's the point? Everyone needs to know where they stand.
And you're standing firmly on the top of the pile. I can see that from your record. Level 4 status, ED charge nurse, hand-picked to manage the new surgical unit. Very impressive for one so young.
I work hard. My career means a lot to me.
And you feel you're handling the responsibility?
Very much so. The doctors respect me, my staff know I mean business, and the surgical unit's meeting all its targets.
After a somewhat shaky start.
We lost a patient. Lessons were learnt. That's life.
Such a mature philosophy. When I was your age, I had candy floss for brains. I couldn't see past my next pay packet.
I'm lucky I got on track early.
Where's that track leading? To the top job? It's okay. Every diva needs her understudy. It's what keeps her on her game.
Or shows when she's off it.
Very true. Watch out, Tony.
Oh, and I lied about that maestro guy. He was one of mine. I picked him up at Singapore, and it was fine until I nearly topped myself with Class A gear.
You did drugs as well?
There is no badness that I haven't tried.
And Bex knows all this?
Yeah, and he still wants to be with me. He's amazing. But I don't expect that from you guys, okay? I know that you guys think that Sarah's dancing with the devil, so I guess that makes me completely unredeemable. And lunch very much over, so just leave your plates.
Claire, we're not judging you or Sarah.
No?
We're all sinners. It's what makes redemption so sweet. And it's good to be reminded of how rocky the road to salvation can be.
Don't give me that. I know exactly what you're thinking.
Yeah? So what's your answer?
Sorry?
What we're thinking is, we'd like you to tell your whole story again to our youth group. It's an inspiration. No one should miss it.